I waited.
Okay.
I waited.
I ain't say nothing. Golly. Hi.
Hey, we're back. No, we're not. We're not snorting cocaine. No, we're not doing meth. We're just happy.
Right.
Yeah, can't we do that? I mean,
Yeah, we don't have to.
no, we don't have to
Take
do that.
liquid meth.
We're not, yeah. Or
To get that zing.
we don't need to do, get ketamine.
Right.
We don't need to do none of that. We don't need
heroin.
no. We don't need to cook crack rock.
No.
None of that.
None of that. We don't need no pipes.
No pipes. We don't need copper.
It's a spoon.
Yeah, exactly. None of that.
But somebody did.
Somebody. I'm Micah.
I'm Jay.
And this is Married with Opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And we got another one to review for you.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Whole thing's gonna be a spoiler.
Yeah, not gonna lie. And forgive us if we don't get all the names right, but
I don't care about their names.
yep, pretty much. So
I'll pull it up though, so we can get them right. I guess.
yeah, we're reviewing
What was it, Booga?
Annie Dukin.
Antonio
Farrak.
Farrak.
Yeah.
What was it, Farrak?
Well, some people be like, oh, Farrak, like Barack Obama.
Right. Oh, they must be related.
Yeah, I was like, let's go ahead and get them there. Yeah. So, it is called, what is it?
How to Hide a Drug Scandal.
And this thing says season 1 on Netflix. So, yeah, How to Hide a Drug Scandal. Let's see. This particular Netflix documentary was something I heard about, but the people that they're showcasing this, I kind of heard about it, but I kind of didn't. It's like one of those things, it's not happening here where we're at, but
I saw it pop up.
Mm-hmm.
The trailers, how they got me with Tiger King.
Right.
And it was interesting, but when it started off, I was like, I'm not feeling this shit.
Really?
It was so boring.
It was. Oh,
I think Tiger King spoiled us.
Right.
Because that shit was drama out the back.
Right. You thinking you're going to get some hard-hitting shit about some two drug lab technicians that just fucked up everything in Massachusetts. On the east and west side of Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
And you can almost do without. I mean, the first 2 episodes set you up about a little backstory.
But it was just dragging along.
Wow. I mean, it was
It was like them dragging a carcass across the field.
I mean, that and Tiger King was like, okay, Tiger King versus that is kind of like how, and I hate to say this, what was the 2 movies? Equalizer, and what was the other movie that came out during that time? But, I love Denzel, but Equalizer for the first half hour drug.
Which one? The first one?
It was the second one. The second one was just drug on. It was another movie that came out against Equalizer, and I was like, you know what? It was basically almost the same thing, but I would watch it more than I would the second Equalizer. But that's just it drug.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did how to hide a drug scandal. Sorry, I can't say it right. Follows these 2 women, and they fucked everybody over in 2 totally different ways.
Yeah.
And the first lady, Annie Dukin, who screwed over the people over in the Boston half, which would be Eastern Massachusetts.
Yep.
The way she screwed them over was totally different than the way Sarah Farrak screwed them over in the western part of Massachusetts, which is over in Amherst area.
Yep.
Yeah, am I saying the names correctly? It's How to Fix a Drug Scandal. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, How to Fix.
Yeah. How to Fix a Drug Scandal. Sorry, How to Fix a Drug Scandal. So you get the backstory of, hey, one day some state troopers was looking for some evidence on something. We want to know what's going on with this drug test.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, where the technician at? I don't know where the heck she is. Well, what's going on? Well, we don't know where she at. Well, let's go over there and see what's going on. We're looking on this case.
Mm-hmm.
They go there to the drug lab in Amherst, and this is about Sarah Farrak. if I'm saying her name, Sonia Farrak. Sorry, Sonia Farrak, and they're like, okay, well, it was like, okay, we looking around in the drug lab. Okay, where's the stuff? Okay, well, we don't see it where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check her desk. They start rummaging through her shit, and then we found our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit's open.
Mm-hmm.
And the crack missing. And they done put some fake shit in there.
Was that the one?
I think that was the one. If I got it wrong, either way,
it was open.
It was open.
So by it being opened, then it clearly was tested. So why was it still at her desk? And that wasn't all they found.
They found
all that shit.
Yeah. So that was Sonia Farrak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Farrak, however it's pronounced. Farak.
Yeah.
So that was, and then you go into this whole thing about, she grew up like this, and believe me, when she was younger, she had some amazing achievements.
Yeah.
As a young woman. Sad part is, me and her are about the same age.
Oh, precious. Ugh. All old people don't do the same shit.
Yeah, this is true.
You ain't a crackhead.
Nope.
Yeah.
But I was going to say...
A whore?
No, I was going to say lesbian. I love women. So...
See my face?
With that being said, like I said, she did...
I know.
Yeah.
Loves women. Too much.
Yeah, so she had some very amazing achievements growing up, and they drilled that in your head, but it was still, and they talk about the what went into finding how this led up to, they start to show off with a recording. It wasn't like some this shit happened. It's like, so
some shit
missing from your desk.
Right.
Well, at any point in time you can shut the hell up. But, we found some crack pipes in your desk.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not. But it took so long to get there.
Oh, my God.
And then, even though the story was supposed to be on these two women, they spent so much time on the second woman.
Oh, I mean, the first woman, okay.
Annie Dukan is the first woman. Because she got busted first.
Yes.
For what she did.
And what she would do was batch results. Like, she would, weigh them out or whatever, only test one, and then everything's positive. But not only just that, because they were trying to figure out, how the hell is this woman getting all these results so fast? No, it's more than that. This bitch was talking to lawyers directly, which she should not have been doing. She
was talking to the DAs, the district attorneys, the prosecutors.
All them people, and they were like, yeah, this is a bad guy.
Right.
What the hell?
Right. So she is like...
And they even said, she was putting shit down as cocaine just because it was salt. And they tested it, and it was salt. Come the hell on.
Well, come to find out, just like in our introduction, the other chick, she got arrested 6 months after this first lady, right? Was it 6 months? Yeah, but she got... Yeah, so the Sarah Farrak got...
That was during the boring times. I wasn't paying attention.
She got arrested after her. Now, situation with Sonia, I keep calling her Sarah. Sonia, the situation with Sonia was that she was using on the job.
She was using. It was a big ass jar of liquid meth.
For black folks, meth. M-E-F.
Black people know what meth is.
Meth.
You got to put meth in it. Don't don't nigger everything up.
M-E-F.
Stop it. This big. And she would just go in there because it was a droplet. She would take a hit. And then once they decided, because this place that she worked at was run down. It didn't even have security cameras. They didn't even do inventory ever so often. I think it was 2 years she was taking out that damn jar, and then that's when they finally decided to do inventory. So then her dumb ass puts water in the shit. You're a chemist, bitch. Oil and water don't mix.
Right. So they started to separate.
That's how you know her ass is high.
The only thing that saved her is that her supervisor was like, look, this is an old batch.
Exactly. It's like, oh, it's separated. Oh.
Right, yeah. It ain't never done. I mean, I
know she about cried when she saw that shit going to jail.
Yeah.
She was, Clutch like pearls.
Now, the thing is, they did bring up the fact of, like she said, it was run down. This particular place only had an annual budget of $300,000 for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they were getting everything from the western part of Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. So you have an incredible workload coming in.
Seizures and all that stuff.
Yeah. So so what's going on? So apparently Sonya needed an edge, which was one of the reasons why she started taking this. This is what they tell you.
It's very mundane work. It's routine. You just sit there, scoop it, put it in there, tap the tray, whatever the process is. It's repetitive. It's boring as hell.
Yeah, it's like she's one of those. I mean, those particular chemists are, in a way, are like invisible heroes. Because say if the cops turned around and busted you, and you had a white substance on you, or regardless, whatever it is. If the substance you have, even if it's put together like a brick, say someone sold you something fake, or you had something fake with that intent to sell.
Even as a prop for a movie.
Right. Well, yeah. And they test it. If this person says, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but this freaking baking powder versus this is actually cocaine, that could keep you from catching years. Mm-hmm. And especially if you can prove why you had that. Mm-hmm. You know, and like I said, it's really unsung hero, but she's not getting any accolades. She's not, and it's like I said, it's very mundane work. Mm-hmm. Versus the other lady, Annie Dukan.
Oh, who was a narcissist.
Right. Because she was getting off on the power.
Mm-hmm. Lied, talking about she was going to Harvard.
Right.
Nah, bitch.
Yeah.
They found out that wasn't happening.
And because she was batch doing her workload,
she turned them.
She was getting nothing but accolades. That was her high. So both of them got high for two different reasons.
One got high and one got high.
Two different ways. Now the thing, again, we stated how slow it was in the beginning. One of the things, like when like I said, they spend a lot of time on Sarah. Sonya, sorry. I don't know why I want to keep saying Sarah.
Because you white girl name. That's what it is. He's so racist. He's self-racist. See that? Don't even like his own white people names.
They spent a lot of time on Sonya, and to the fact that
is it Sonya or is it Sonya? I don't know how white people pronounce it. It spelled like Sonya, but whatever.
Yeah. So either way.
Whatever.
Sonjoy. I forgot.
J-A.
Sonja.
Okay, stop.
They spent a lot of time on her because the thing is as it went, you had the the Attorney General's office. Once they found out, they tried to minimize the damage that was coming out of her sector. Because what happens is, even if she was right in her testing, because you were using on the job, now everything you do comes into question. Regardless whether it's right or wrong, you as a person is compromising. And another chemist even said that.
Yep.
And one thing they bring up is a lot of people don't understand, you have a right to challenge your accuser.
Yep.
So
a lot of people don't know that though.
Yeah.
They think just because you've been accused and that's it.
Yeah. So we're not lawyers.
No.
So by no means. So if you ever need to get legal advice, please actually seek out an attorney.
Yeah, because I'll steer you wrong. I'll put a hitman out. I'll Tiger King the shit out of that person. Pull up in an unmarked car.
But the thing is with that being said, you have the right to challenge your accuser. Mm-hmm. So as these scandals came out, you had people who were put in jail, so a couple of them called their lawyers, and some of them, the lawyers who actually wanted to stick up for their defendants because some lawyers actually have a heart.
Yep.
But just like it's business. It was like, look, we need to get these cases thrown out because
that bitch you can't trust that bitch.
She ain't credible. Even if she did the work right, she's not credible.
Mm-hmm.
For all you know, she could have mixed up the samples. As a matter of fact,
but at that point, you don't know what was in there now.
Mm-hmm.
Sad part is you don't know if it was crack or salt or
exactly. Now that
was this one the one she switched? I don't know.
Because they had to do the same thing for both of them for that very same reason.
Yep.
But there was one particular lawyer. He stayed at it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, he stayed at it.
He did.
And if it wasn't for him,
them people would have still Luke Ryan.
Luke Ryan, Mr. Luke Ryan. If he had not have stayed the course, And the thing was, he was after Sonya.
Mm-hmm.
But in the fact of what he found out from Sonya, we got to get into what happened. Luke Ryan should have had his own documentary.
Who you telling? Just off of this shit,
right? If he hadn't have kept on with the Sonya situation, and then you had that other dude from the ACLU, try to put look, we're gonna have a problem on both sides of this state for them to put put this stuff in place. There's been a lot of people that would still been in jail for that stuff.
But with that, he requested information from the DA's office because they had what was
the Attorney General? Yeah, Attorney General.
Well, attorney. What it been? Yeah, I guess whoever was running the case. He requested to see what they had taken out of her car.
Right, because when they had to seize her car,
it was horrible. It looked like an addict's car. Because you got your own house. Why do you have all this shit in your car? She would have manila folders and everything in there. Why do you have this shit?
So, as my wife brought up, the manila folders is actually the key to all this. No, like I said, they seized her car. They have to when they seize a car, they have to document anything that they found in the car. And they documented papers was assorted paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing specific to what it was. Mm-hmm. It was just assorted paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So Luke Ryan was like, "Yo, what's this assorted paperwork? Mm-hmm. I need to see what's up with this assorted paperwork." So there was this one chick that was up in there. Name was it Christy Foster or Chris Foster, something like that.
Yeah, she was
the new chick on the block.
Very new.
And it was she was like, "Nah, you can't see this." She didn't say it like that. She was like, "Look, we done gave everything to you."
Mm-mm.
No, first she was
other situation.
Yeah, that is. She was like, "Nah, you can't see it because
they denied her. It's an active case.
It's an active case, yeah. So you can't see this just yet." So that's how it went on for a while. It went on for a while like that. So when they went ahead and got the conviction and sent her to jail, it was closed.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Yo, I need to see this still."
Mm-hmm.
Because he had a partner that was also with him that also had some cases that were this
was just him.
Yeah, but he called the other guy to work with him.
Nope, you got him mixed up with the other guy that does the
not the ACLU, but
yeah,
I'm not talking about that guy.
Well, he didn't call anybody else.
There was two lawyers that were. Luke Ryan was one of them. He's like, "Yo, they went at this together at first. The first part before the ACLU got involved with it, and they were like, and the second guy dropped off because it was like, okay, well, if her case is closed, they're not letting us see it. I'm not going to pursue it. But he said Luke kept pursuing it even afterwards.
Okay.
So if Luke had Luke still went pursuing it, and they set him that it was like, okay, well you can. It was like, okay, well we'll finally let you see this stuff. They set him. Luke got in there with a.
I was going towards prior to that when they told the judge that they had turned over everything that needed to be turned over.
You know what? I'm right. I'm so sorry. Go with that, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm done. That's it now. Go ahead.
So yeah, that's right. No, my wife is right. Before then, there was a judge. They did convince that they had turned everything over to the judge, turned everything over to Ryan and the other guy, but nothing. They didn't turn anything over.
So the judge at that time, though, ended up saying, well, she didn't start using it until 2012, so only the cases that are 2012 and up can be tried.
My thing is, what did you say? How can you tell that was when that was all the time she was using?
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Yeah. She been in that job 9 years. Now I want to start using drugs.
Now, if you notice, as long as we've been talking about this, we haven't yet to touch back on the other girl, Annie Duquesne.
Man, look. That bitch tried to get a lawyer,
a DA in trouble.
Yeah. Tried to get him in trouble by making it seem like they were flirting back and forth. And come to find out, it started with an email from a woman named Susan, white girl name.
Right, exactly.
And then she was, the girl was like, yeah, why you single? And you need to get out. And it's been 3 months since the divorce. And, all this in the email. And he's CC'd in it. Right? He's copied in it. Right.
Yeah.
And so, it's like, yeah, you should, he's a good looking guy or whatever. Okay. So then she responds back, oh, well, I'm just looking for a guy to make me laugh and, smile and all this other stuff. Okay. So then, and he's copied in that as well. Next thing you know, what does she do next? Does she email him personally?
Yeah, they've been emailing back and forth with each other, and she said some things to him, and he kept it professional.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she got busted,
they made it seem like he had been having an affair with her.
Now, I'm going to sit up here and say this, as, brother like he can get ass.
Oh, yeah, all day.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
Yeah, he was a handsome guy, well-dressed, money. What the hell? He
had that Italian swag.
Mm-hmm.
And just how he was just up there. You ain't see him walking, doing a lot of stuff, but you could just tell.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, what I need to sit up, what I need some chick throwing herself at me for. They do that anyway. That's the way he looked. He never said it.
That's the whole vibe I got. Yeah. Like, I don't, like I was just talking back and forth with her. They blew this whole thing up into us, having an affair and all this other stuff. Come to find out the bitch is not divorced. Right. Very married.
Mm-hmm. And that whole scandal, that particular part of the scandal made this man resign from being a DA.
Mm-hmm.
All because the chick lied on him.
Lied on his dick.
I was going to say that. But lied on dick she ain't even get.
Right. He probably didn't even want to give it to her, though.
And not trying to say that she was an ugly woman.
Mm-mm.
That just also goes to let you know it's not always about beauty. Because these little small, petite women, and I'm not going on this tangent or whatnot, that guys sit up here and say, you're pretty, why can't you get somebody?
Because that bitch crazy.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
They don't think the little girls be crazy. Look at me, I know I'm crazy. I tell you, look, I'm crazy. Play with me, it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions.
So,
you alright?
That's the biggin'.
Yep.
Y'all know them kids fucking here. Day in, day out.
Right.
Quarantine. Welcome. And I saw a little thing. Never mind. We're going to talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah, let me tell you this. This shit is fucking ridiculous. First of all, the state should be liable because y'all dumbasses. I don't give a fuck what your budget is. You should have had cameras, point blank. Second of all, you need to be doing inventory every month, especially if the bitch been going to counseling since 2009 for drug addiction. How do you not know that about? And they don't even drug test.
How you don't drug test in a place where you drug test drugs? Talk about an oxymoron.
I go work in a warehouse and I got to pee in a cup. If a nigga hit something with a forklift, they ass got to be in that cup too.
You got to take a drug test to get into some call centers.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you fall out of a chair, you got to go get drug tested. You best try and hit somebody with a door in the bathroom.
And they should have drug tested me when I cussed that bitch out when she called in with an attitude. They would have found steroids. I was hulking out that day.
But those at the very basic. Now the thing is, these questions don't get answered to episode 3, or asked into episode 3. That's how slow. It's only a 4-part series.
It's only 4. I'm gonna tell you, it felt like that first episode was like 4 hours. I was like, I don't know how much longer.
Right.
I almost didn't make it. Like it really didn't pick up until halfway through the second episode.
Yeah.